Hello everybody, welcome to Madam Speaker 101 and with your favorite girl, of course, Moe Mohapi, also known as the host with the most. And today I want to talk to you about faking it until you make it. And I know it sounds very facetious, doesn't it? But it's just a matter of perspective. It's a matter of perception. What are you perceiving yourself as a small business, as a personal brand, as a business brand? You know, when people see you, are they impressed? Do they believe that you can actually do the job? And today, this is basically what the video is going to talk about. So let's get the show on the road. Click on the subscribe button, click on the bell so that you never miss any notifications about any new content coming from me. So what does it entail? What does faking it until you make it really entail? What is it about? To my knowledge and my perspective and in my opinion, I have obviously come across a lot of small businesses and personal brands, and of course myself as well, where you perceive yourself in a different way or people perceive you in a different way because of how you carry yourself. So we've always spoken about when you've got an online presence, you need to have clear objectives and make sure that your objectives are aligned to some sort of strategy that is aligned to a content plan. Everything that you do online has to have a reason why you do it. But how are you perceived online? You know, do people think that you can really do the job? It's always said, you know, the saying says, let your work speak for you. Let your work introduce you. But in some cases, some people need to first see you as well. Not only the type of work that you do, but they want to see the face behind the brand, you know. Have you always not wondered, you know, what is the face behind the brand? You do wonder because you want to also understand the brilliance. You want to know, how was this person so brilliant? And of course, you want to know, you know, what is this person like on a day-to-day? And that's basically what we're going to talk about today. So the first thing I want to mention is that online presence, okay? I'm going to reiterate this always, because I've always mentioned that when people look for you, they look for you online first before they even ask for you. Nowadays, the word of mouth, perception of word of mouth will get you the business is just a small portion as compared to now, because people go Google your business or Google your brand to find out who you are, and you need to make sure that you are featured on that. But that's obviously in those other videos that I mentioned. So if you're a little bit lost, go back into the playlist of the vlog and Madam Speaker. It'll give you a little bit of tips there on online marketing and advertising to make sure that you are basically seen and heard online. So you must have a solid online presence. Cool. Number two, you know, I know it sounds it's gonna sound like very shallow, but the way you dress is very important. Male, female alike. How you perceive yourself online, how you perceive yourself in real life, the way you dress. Now, I'm not saying you must always be in a suit, but I think that your dress sense has a lot to say about who you are, your personality, and how serious you are about life. It's tit for tat. For some people it doesn't work, for some it doesn't. I mean, how many times have you seen a guy wearing slippers with shorts and a torn t-shirt walk out of a Rolls Royce? I mean, I've seen it a couple of times, he's got obviously his reasons. But I always tell people, yes, there's a time and place to do that, but you'll find that the owner of that Rolls Royce, when he goes into a meeting, he does not wear the torn clothes. He goes into a meeting looking presentable. Being presentable is very important. And online, I know we want to follow celebrities and see what they do, because for celebrities, nudity sells. But if that's not your brand, don't do it. If that's not part of your core brand and your brand pillars, do not post yourself in a bikini. Do not post yourself naked. Do not post yourself slightly showing, you know, nudity. Even if you're showing your brand new tattoo, if that's not part of your brand pillars, please don't do it. It's very contradictory to, to who you are. And I remember I told you that whatever you do online, everyone gets to see. And online is online forever. People always say that I post something online and I take it off and no one saw it. But you know how many screen grabs were there? Do you know how many people are already talking about it? It's already being shared. Everybody knows. And by the end of the day, people go and look you up and go see what you're about, and because they want to see that nudity pic. So don't be popular for the wrong reasons, is my opinion. All right, so be careful on what you dress. And then I always say that whatever you're exposed to on your online platforms will kind of help you build the certain brand and personal brand and business brand that you want to build, you know. Do not only follow celebrities. I remember when we all got social media, the hope was you follow a celebrity and then maybe one day they will follow you back. But that's not the case anymore right now, because we are making you a celebrity right now, right? We are working to make you a celebrity. So is there fruit in really following celebrities? If those celebrities are not part of your brand pillars, are not part of your brand journey, unfollow them. It's not going to do you any good. Just unfollow them. Go and follow pages that really are insightful, pages that really inspire you, pages that you can learn from. It's very crucial, because that is also your circle of influence at some stage. Because most people, especially when it comes to brands that are looking for influencers, they have access to your following and your followers. They're gonna go look, who do you follow? And if it's just a bunch of celebrities, it means that there's no one that they can actually convert. And they're gonna go look at your following. And if they see, you know, just, you know, I don't know, ghost accounts and fake accounts, that means that your followings and your followers are not really real. So try and keep it as relevant as possible to your core brand. Look, I'm not saying cut off all celebrities. I still follow a few, but it's a small amount as compared to what it was in the beginning. I unfollowed a heck of a lot of them, because every day when on my timeline, I would get so despondent and negative, because all I saw was nudity, people flashing their cars and their money, and you're not there yet. And for me, that was not inspirational at all. So I've got like motivational pages that I follow that give me a little bit of insight for content, you know, inspirational things, people that I emulate in the public speaking realm, people that I actually like in public speaking, both nationally and internationally, and then obviously brands that I like and brands that I want to align with. That for me makes a little bit more sense, right? And that is part of faking it till you make it, because it's a perception. So that when people go look for you online and they go see what your interests are, what you repost, what you reshare on your stories, then it kind of gives me a sense of, okay, this person is actually level-headed, because perception is perception. Sometimes I know it is very shallow to assume that a person who shares a lot of memes the whole day is not serious about life, but that's how it's perceived. So you have to be a little bit careful about what you share, because people are looking, somebody's watching, Big Brother's watching. You're trying to land that contract, you have to make sure that everything is relevant. So from what you repost, what you comment on, what you share, it has to be within your brand pillars to keep that consistency, because there's no point that your timeline looks great, but and especially on your layout on Instagram, it looks great. When I go into your stories and I go into your Facebook, it's a completely different person. Everything has to be consistent right through, from all your social media pages all the way through. You have to, from the beginning of your journey, to say, I want to be a personal brand, I want to be an influencer. You need to know by that time that your old life goes away. You are starting a new brand, a new life. It means some things you're not going to share, some things you're not going to participate in if they are not part of your brand pillars. I hope that made sense. Fake it till you make it. And then I'll see you on the next one, of course. My name is Moe Mohapi, also known as the host with the most.